Hello and welcome to Arkiteasy. In this tutorial I'm going to show you a super quick and efficient way of how you can create the double curved surface in Revit using adaptive components. And of course that you will also learn how you can make that adaptive component. So let's dive into Revit and let's see how we can make it. Let's create a new project. And as a start template I will use this metric multidiscipline that's provided by Autodesk. And the first thing what I would like to do is to create 3D view and then to order tabs like this, and in that 3D view I will just go to the visibility, graphics, annotation, categories, and then I will just turn off scope boxes. I don't need them at all. And let's open this picture, and first of all what we need to do is to understand how our geometry is created and how we can make this double curved surface. So if you take a closer look at this picture, we will see that we have one curve here. Let's name this as a curve A. And then we have the same curve on the other edge. So we have curve A on two sides, while this middle one is, let's say, dragged in for some amount as well as here. And then it goes and it creates, let's say, the different radius. So this is the first thing we need to do in Revit to be able to get this form. So let's go there, and in a plan view I will create two more reference planes. So you will find them under the architecture tab. RP is the shortcut. Let's make them like this, and it's very important for you to name it. So this is going to be O1, and then this reference plane O1 is going to be 2 meters from this middle center east-west reference plane. Then I'm gonna mirror this one and I'm going to get this O2. So what I would like to create is the arcs on those three reference planes, and to be able to do that I will just go here to the east elevation and then I will just create them here. So let's go to the massing and site, show mass, and then let's create in place mass. I will take this start and radius, and I need to pick O1 reference plane. So let's make this to be, let's say, 15 meters and to go up to here. Then select this arc. We don't need to create the same one. So what we can do is simply to just go here to the copy to clipboard and then paste, align to same place. And then simply, I can just go to 3D so you can see it better. You can simply select or keep it selected and then just go to O2. So we have two of them created on those two reference planes, and I will just go to the east elevation again, and then I will continue creating, but in this case on center east-west. So let's make the radius of, for example, 1.5 meters from those ends, and let's make it, for example, let's make it 750 from the top. Again, I'm gonna take the arc tool and I'm gonna make it to look like this. Delete those three circles. Let's go to 3D. So we got those three arches, and if I select all of them and if I would like to create form, Revit will be unable to make it, as you can see. And if I select only two of them like this and go create form, and then if I select those two, in this case we got a form, but this is not something we wanted to have. So this is not the double curved surface. So let's go undo. And what we need to do next is to create a family, actually to create adaptive components. So let's go to File, New, and then let's create new adaptive components. So I'm gonna take this metric generic model adaptive as a template, and I will take reference line, and then I'm gonna turn on 3D snapping. So I will just draw something like this, and let's select everything. Let's go to filter, and I'm gonna just keep this reference point, and I'm gonna make them to be adaptive. And then I'm gonna select this, and I will just go to create form. So here you will see if you would like to have it solid, actually as a form or as a surface. So I would like to have this as a surface, and I will just select this surface, and I don't want to have this surface visible later on in my project. So I select it and then just go here and tick this visible. And of course I can just drag this point so you see that the surface is following. And let's go set the work plane. And I made this surface because I would like to have this as my work plane. So now I created this as a work plane, and I will go to model, and I'm gonna take this start and radius. So 1, 2, and then 3. So we have this, and this is called as family 1. So I'm just gonna save this family. Let's click save. So the name has been changed, and I'm gonna load this into my project. And right now nothing happens. So what I need to do is to select this line, and I need to divide the path. So I'm dividing the path for all 3 of them. Then I'm gonna go here to the component, and I will take this 3-point curve. So let's say 1, 2, and then 3. And I made this one, and of course I can just continue adding them like this, or I can simply select one of them and then go to repeater. So we have identical points. So I will just delete this. I made the first one, and then I'm gonna go and create all of them. So you see that we got it. But now when I select it, I cannot create the form. So I will just go here to remove repeater. And what we can do actually is just to make this on number 7, and then to increase all those separations at 7. And I'm gonna, CM is a shortcut. I'm gonna make one more here. And let's try to see. I'm not sure that we will be able to create it. No. So why divide it by 7? Because the 7th one is at the middle. And then I will just create the half, and then I'm gonna create the other half. So we got 2 surfaces. Now if I go to shaded, you see how it look like. Let's go to the finish mesh, and I can go to the architecture, roof. I'm gonna take roof by face, and I will just select those 2 parts, create roof, select this one as well. And we got it. And of course, if I just go here, turn off the meshes, we got our form. And why we see those lines is because we have this generic models turned on. So this is how it looked like, and it was really simple to create it. And if you are serious about learning Revit, just feel free to join our free community of architects and interior designers. You're going to find the link in a video description. So here, next to the free community, we also have a free Revit training where you're going to find over the 9 hours of content, as well as the project files, which are going to help you to level up your Revit skills.